I guess we're live again, guys. I'm having really trouble with the internet here. I super apologize for that. But looking over this Earl Thomas stuff again. Sorry, I know I'm beating a dead horse, but there is a possibility it still could go down, guys. We will see. Not sure if the live stream is working. It says, yeah. Um, so, anyways, guys, I wanted to go over his Instagram page real quick, which was on my phone. I did open on the computer. Wasn't aware you could even do that. Like I said, I opened that Instagram page really just strictly to follow the Earl Thomas situation. I guess there is a possibility the Cowboys could answer that offer that they requested. Not sure what that is, but it must have been significantly more than a second round pick because that's what they offered this morning. So on Earl Thomas's Instagram page, if you guys could chime in, let me know the picture's okay, that the internet's working fine, the sound is good. I don't have the microphone on or anything. I just wanted to do this real quick, and I guess end this story until we hear more. I don't see, is there a chat box here? Top chat viewing options, some messages such as, yeah, okay. All right. Anyways, guys, as far as the Earl Thomas Instagram, what he posted was he posted a picture of him on the weight bench, like bench press. It says, "I worked my whole life for this. Let my uh, I've never let my teammates, city, or fans down as long as I've lived, and don't plan on starting this weekend." So basically, he's saying he's going to show up because he doesn't want to let his fans and his teammates down. With that being said, the disrespect has been well noted and will not be forgotten. Father Time may have an undefeated record, but best believe I plan on taking him into triple overtime when it comes to my career. So he stated he's pissed at Seattle. The disrespect will be well noted. He's not happy he's returning. And I still, with those kind of statements being said as he's supposedly headed back to the locker room, um, we could still see something, but the Cowboys are going to have to step up, and who knows what Seattle is asking for. So this is what kind of pushes the hand. I don't know how this works, but I would assume the Cowboys let him know early this morning that Seattle did not accept the second round pick. So when that happened, offered a third and they wanted a second. No, James, they offered a second, and Seattle said that that was still not enough. They wanted more. Not sure what the more was. I don't know if it was a second and some change, or if it was actually like uh, a first and a third is what I actually heard a couple of days ago when the Khalil Mack thing was going. But that might have been rumors or whatever. But we offered a second. Yeah, we offered that today, and they turned it down. Apparently, I'm sure the Cowboys notified Earl Thomas, and he's made a strong statement that he is returning. He's never let his players or fans down. He's never let his teammates. He said nothing about the team. He never said anything about the coaches. He didn't say, what he said is, I've never let my teammates, city, or fans down. So he's going back mainly to make good on his contract. He's already lost about $2.5 million for his holdout. And the finishing on the statement is, like I said, with that being said, this is quote from Earl Thomas from his Twitter, or not Twitter, Instagram. With that being said, the disrespect has been welded and will not be forgotten. So what he's saying is he's going back. He's going back for his teammates, his city, and his fans because he's never let them down. But he's not going to forget that he was disrespected. So we'll see where this goes, guys. They really played a lot of games with this. Seattle did. We shouldn't offer anything more than a second. We would be all right without him. Yeah, I agree. But we say that now. But if let's say we finish, 11-5, we make the playoffs and lose in the first round, or lose in the second round, because we're get in as a wild card or whatever. We'll see what Philly ends up doing. Earl Thomas is that guy that could springboard us past that, could springboard us into the Super Bowl. And the move is right there. I think Seattle had to have been asking for like a first, obviously a first round and something else because, um, or a first rounder because a second, like a second round and a fourth or a second and a fifth is more understandable. I think they would do that possibly. But whatever Seattle asked for, the Cowboys obviously shut that down. And as soon as that news came out that the Cowboys were turned down on the second round pick, as soon as that news came out, not even 5 minutes later, Earl Thomas came out and posted that he's returning to Seattle. So uh, no one knows, Jackie. That's all we've heard at this point. Is the Cowboys offered a second round? Seattle said no. 5 minutes later, Earl Thomas goes back to practice. So he was in the loop on the discussion, obviously from angle. Either Seattle was letting him know that the trade rumors, or the Dallas Cowboys. I would assume the Cowboys contacted him and said, "Hey, it's not going down." I don't even know if that's legal to contact him. I guess it is. If he can come to our locker room and walk basically into the locker room and tell Jason Garrett, "Hey, come get me when they kick me to the curb." Well, the whole kicking to the curb thing didn't happen. He tried to kick himself to the curb, and Seattle wouldn't have it. Whatever they asked for, it must have been a second and like a third, or maybe a second and a fourth, and the Cowboys didn't want to do it, or a second and a player that the Cowboys didn't want to part with. I can't see turning it down for a player because we would have had to have removed a player from the roster anyways. So let's see, guys. You think it's a done deal? It could be a done deal. I mean, it is as far as Earl Thomas going back. This does push the Cowboys, hand into saying, you know, they've got to look for a safety. Eric Reed is out there. They could do Eric Reed for 1 year, but I'm not sure if that's someone Jerry Jones wants to deal with. I think that situation is closed. If it opens back up, I don't know. As far as a player, I think Eric Reed is. Sorry, guys, having a little trouble with the internet here. I'm not sure if I'm connected or not. He's a great addition. Don't get me wrong, but I'm confident we are making the playoffs regardless. Earl's a lead player, but let's forget about it for now. Not forget our front seven. Yeah, our front seven are going to be great. The thing is, we're just thin at safety. We have to go get another safety. There's no question about that. That's the way I feel. Um, you know, it could go down later. Maybe we play a game or two and see how this works out. Earl Thomas is going to be a distraction still, with the statement he just made, stating that he's going back for his teammates in the city and the fans. He's never let those guys down, and he's been disrespected, and he's not going to forget it. So we could go after him later. Let's play this out, see how it happens, and if we get into game two or game three, and the safeties are not playing well, or we're having trouble, they go get him. But Seattle could raise the price even more then, you know. But we do play Seattle game three, so that could play into it as well. So we'll see, guys. I just wanted to post that out real quick. Earl Thomas has went back to Seattle. As for now, a trade is not working. We offered a second round pick. They want more than that. It's not been stated what they mean by more. Do they want a player? Do they want another pick? Do they want a first round pick? A first round draft pick. So we're not sure what Seattle is actually wanting. Like I said, I did hear a first and a third a couple of days ago. Not sure if that's true. That's really steep. A first and a third is ridiculous. But uh, yeah, they wanted a second round in the first place. That was before the draft. But you guys got to realize that would have got them that player last year. They would have that player on the roster. We would have Earl Thomas now. If we give them a second round next year, they don't get the player till next year. They were wanting a player this year. So the fact that we offer them a second round now doesn't help them this year. It helps them next year. So that's their look at it. That's why it could have been maybe a second round and a player. Um, Maybe they wanted an offensive lineman. I'm sure that's what they asked for, but I'm sure that they would have been content with that. but we're not going to give up an offensive lineman, as you guys know. So that's what they need. So we'll see, guys. But we did offer them a second round. They turned it down. They said they wanted more than that, but we just don't know what the more is. So I guess we'll have to take it from there, guys. We'll see how it goes. Game 1 against Carolina, or the Cowboys step up and they make the trade and give Seattle what they want, and that might be the best thing to do now, or just kill it. Because if we get into this season and we're not playing well, that allows Seattle to have knowledge that, hey, Dallas is hurting at safety even worse now than they were on the 5th of September today. So, they may ask for more. See, if it was Jerry, I would have gotten him before. Yeah, as time went on, because of the Khalil Mack trade and Aaron Donald and some other things, I think, Earl Thomas got a little more valuable, and the market went up, and market changes, just like the price of seafood or the price of oil and gas changes when it gets more expensive. The demand is there. The thing is, I think we were the only one in the, fishing for Earl Thomas, and Seattle knows that. So we'll see, guys. That's how it pans out for now. We could have better news later. Hopefully, he is very upset. He's not going to be a fun guy to be around there in Seattle. I'm sure he's going to be content with his teammates. He's going to be cool with the fans and all of that. Like I said, he's going to show up and play his game. But he said he's been thoroughly disrespected, and he will not forget that. So let's see, guys. Good luck. I appreciate you guys joining in. Please subscribe to the channel. Hey, I'm getting close to like 800. I think I'll be at 1,000 maybe halfway through the season. So that's awesome. I enjoy talking with you guys. All of you guys, I love reaction on the chat, and Eric Reed is our option right now. I think, guys, that's the best option for us, and just wait till next year. I wouldn't be surprised if we do something on him in the next few days before Sunday. I would have drafted Earl Thomas. Yeah, we should have traded. Should have done the trade during the draft, but we wouldn't have Connor Williams. So we'll see, guys. Take care. Thanks for enjoying liking the video. Please like and subscribe if you guys haven't yet, and we'll have updated news later. We had 3 updates already this morning. Thanks, guys.